Hello and welcome back to a special CGC Signature Series unboxing of some Neal Adams comics. Today we have Drake on our show once again.
Glad to be back.
Good to have you back, Dr. Burba.
Yeah, it feels like this has just been one day, but
I feel like you're wearing the same clothes
It's
as
only
you were
one
earlier.
day.
I do own some other clothes.
It's been like a few hours.
It's midnight, so it's actually a new day.
Okay,
so.
perfect.
And
Happy
then,
Festivus!
Thank you.
Oh, happy
Festivus. Festivus. And then this guy right here, former cameraman, now special guest on the show, making his first appearance.
Just want to thank you for having me here and on the other side of the camera.
All right, Dr. Andrew Frye.
All
right, so today we are going to be unboxing these comics, 6 comics I had signed by Neal Adams at the Cincinnati Comic Expo this past year. Super cool experience. So what did you take away from the experience? Did you learn anything from the process?
Well, first, why don't we talk a little bit about who Neal Adams was, or is, I guess.
Okay, let's talk about who Neal Adams is.
I want to talk about my experience at some point.
Okay,
Well, you get that next.
Okay,
First,
fair enough.
Right. This is why people call us sea monkeys. Right?
Well, hey.
All right, so Neal Adams, legendary comic artist. So he's responsible for some of the most iconic covers ever made that we're going to be unboxing right here. Some of his more notorious comics. Also, he was very progressive within the comic industry. I believe he made the first black superhero for DC Comics, which was John Stewart, which is a comic I own and I'd like for Neal to sign at some point if he ever comes back to this area. But just a really interesting guy, really cool guy. So done a lot of really cool artwork, really cool stuff. So would you like to share about your experience?
Yes. The Cincinnati Comic-Con that we went to where you got these signatures performed was outstanding. I recently took my family to Hollywood Studios in Orlando, Florida, and their Star Wars setup there did not even compare to the Star Wars setup at the Cincinnati Comic-Con.
That's a good plug for Cincy right there.
It really was. I truly enjoyed it. I took my 2 oldest kids, and they loved it. We got lots of pictures, and it was very enjoyable.
Yep.
So we'll definitely be going every year.
Next, I think it's September. Make sure you are at the Cincinnati Comic-Con. It's awesome.
That's good. Now, you made kind of an interesting comment as we were waiting to get the book signed. You thought it was kind of funny that this lady for CGC, her job was to just kind of stand and make sure that they were signing books.
It sounded like the best job ever. So we asked her these questions while Kirk was getting his books signed. Drake and I were standing there and we're like, how in the world did you get this job where you walk from the booth and get to see these famous people sign people's comics? And she said, I volunteered. They called me the day before because they needed people.
Yeah.
And so that's it. She was just pulled off the street. There was no special training or anything like that. She just had to stand there and watch, and she got to meet people, and she said it was outstanding. She loved it.
I would love to do that at some point.
Yeah.
So, but regardless, let's bring in the package. Let's do the unboxing.
All right.
Special delivery.
This is one of your bigger packages.
This is a bigger package.
Special one for you, Kurt.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Dr. Seth. So, let's start the opening process. This box is it's a little bit different from the other two, so hopefully it's not going to be too challenging to open. It's our handy-duty Amazon box cutter that's like 10 for like 99 cents.
And all your books get steamed and pressed, is that correct?
Typically, I always...
These did, right?
Yes. So,
Even after the signature?
No. So I had these beforehand. As you recall in our past video that you were in at Drake's house, we discussed how I got these pressed and cleaned beforehand and had them sent back to me so I could get them signed. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is a rough unboxing.
Well, I just was asking that question for the new subscribers.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. Is this... Okay, I can't look at that.
I got you.
You want to pull it out for me?
Yeah, I got it.
So, I like to use...
This is nice.
It is nice. I like... Oh, hi. I don't want to look. Oh, we're going to do it like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just get a few out, and then...
I think we need a few more hands in here.
Yeah, you're showing it.
I got
I'll put it up.
I got
We're just going to leave it.
Yeah, let me hand it to you.
more hands in
Let
here,
me hand it
please.
to you.
All right.
Get the cover on.
Oh my gosh, what's happening right now? I thought, you know...
Whoa!
It's okay. I didn't see it.
Hey.
see it.
I saw it though, and I like
All
what
right,
I saw.
Everyone
Put it
just
down.
Please calm
Just
down.
put it down.
Please calm
Okay.
down.
Wow.
All right. Thank you.
Guys,
Man, there's a lot of good stuff going on in this episode.
dude, I thought we really turned a corner from like super low budget amateurism to, you know, we got this really nice light stand that we're borrowing from your wife. Got this really nice mic. Got some stands.
Nice box cutter.
But you know what? Then something like this happened. So, you know what? It's
You know
live. We're not going to edit it. I don't care.
Let's edit it.
No, we're not going to edit
Okay.
it. All right. So, okay. So, I don't know what this first book is. So, let's have a look at... Oh, wait. This is the...
The packing slip.
Yeah, let's take these out.
Show the people the packing slip.
We're
That's
not
what they
showing
want to
it.
see.
No, they don't care about that. All right, so as we discussed before, these received a yellow label because
Tell us why.
that nice young lady witnessed Neal sign these and then brought them back to the CGC booth. So someone has to witness these signatures, or they will not receive a yellow label to verify that they were signed.
That's
So yellow is pretty good color then in this business.
Yeah, well,
CGC.
if you want something cool signed, it is.
Yeah.
So, all right, first book I believe is Green Lantern 76, which kicks off
How would you know that?
because I looked at it when I
Okay.
took out the packing slip. So we have Green Lantern 76, which is the this is considered the first Bronze Age book, actually, which is a very interesting fact. And this is the first Neal Adams cover that he did for the Green Lantern title. I kind of kicked that off. So this book has a lot going for it. It's a very nice cover. Neal signed up here. So
And tell them about the signature I know you've gone over this in your previous video, but you had already cut out a nice little spot, and Neal was very appreciative
Yes.
that you did the research ahead of time to see where he signed
Neal
these
loved what I
regularly.
did. Yeah. So I basically made I don't know what the actual we'll call
Signing
them
windows.
Signing
Yeah.
windows. That's what we'll call them. For him to sign on a specific spot of the comic, just kind of. So he doesn't sign in some weird spot, but he signed these books all the time
He's done
from
this
other
a million
people,
times,
so he
yeah.
probably knows where to sign them. But
There was even one he commented, he's like, oh, I usually sign this slightly a little different, but this still works pretty well.
yeah, the only example I could find was it being signed down here, but he said it was signed over there. But that's a different
We'll
book.
get to
It's
that
still
one,
super
right?
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's reveal the grade. I
do it.
believe I don't really have any reason to believe that any of these are below a 9.
Oh, snap.
These were, when we got these back from pressing and cleaning, it looked amazing.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's start with Green Lantern 76.
Do it.
Ooh,
9.2.
9.2 white pages.
Wow.
Wow, this book.
The significance is
Well, as I said, this is considered the first Bronze Age book. This kicked off the Neal Adams run, where it had Green Lantern and Green Arrow together in the same kind of title for a few books. So, pretty cool cover. Did a great job with this. Wow.
So how do you go about pricing this? Because we can obviously look up what a 9.2
Right,
is, but
but
it doesn't have the Neal Adams signature.
That's a great question. Well, the easy answer is I have multiple copies of all these books, so these signed ones are going to be in my personal collection. PC. Thank you. PC. And so I'm probably not going to worry about selling them. But as far as
No.
increasing the value, I don't know. I know. So obviously everyone knows Stan Lee passed away, and people are just freaking price gouging those books. Like, they act like he never signed a book in his life when he signed, thousands of books. So people are wanting like double for what books are worth because he signed them, and I'm just like, that's ridiculous. So I don't know. Maybe at some point that'll jack up in price because he signed it, but he's not. He is one
It's
of
a
the
little morbid.
Huh?
yeah. That's a little bit. That's not.
Neal, I
so-
apologize.
We hope you
but-
live forever.
Yes,
Yeah.
please live on.
Oof.
Please make more content.
Let's go to the next
Oh,
comic.
yeah,
let's
let's
get
get
past
it.
this.
Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep the momentum going.
All right.
All right, get the cardboard out of the way. Oh, okay, maybe not. All right, so let's take off this package. All right. Now let's have a look at the book. Oh, this is Detective Comics 400,
Man-Bat.
first
Man-Bat.
appearance of Man-Bat.
Not to be confused with Batman.
I believe I have 5 or 6 copies of this. So.
Wow.
And how did you choose this one? Just
So I kind of went through all my books and I just kind of eyeballed them just to see which ones looked, really good, just from what I saw to send those ones off because I felt like they were in the best condition. So that's how I kind of got to this. Man-Bat is not necessarily a huge key issue. It's more of like a minor key, I would say. So not really worth a ton of money, but still worth a decent chunk. So let's have a look. 9.0. 9.0 with white pages. Wow, beautiful. I will take that. It's a great book. Great cover. Love the signature here on Batman's cape. So, another great book.
Who doesn't love Man Bat?
Yeah.
Man Bat, Man Boob, whatever.
Batwing.
All right, next up,
Personal collection, PC.
another PC. So these are all going to be PC.
PC.
Let's just remind the viewers, though,
Yeah.
that they're going to be PCs. I bet you people are on the other side of this, just drooling over these comics that are being exposed.
Funny you should say that, because the guy that was in line, or not in line, but he was kind of helping out with Neal's booth, he kind of creeped me out a little bit. He was like, "What are you having him sign? Oh my gosh." And I was showing him, he's like, "Oh my gosh." Oh. And I was like, "Relax, dude. Like, these are comics." Like, I know I don't know. Maybe I just didn't
I
appreciate
think
it.
he'd actually worked in Neal's booth for multiple years, and he was very excited.
He was trying to hype it up, maybe.
Yes.
I don't know.
I think we need the cardboard because we see the,
We see the
scores
score
on
on
the
the
back.
next one.
Well, I can't really read it, so.
Okay, well.
All right. Oh, this was probably my personal favorite. As you can see, matching shirt. This is just a classic Joker cover.
They had the cardboard cutout of this at
Yes,
Cincinnati
we got a
Comic-Con.
picture with it.
They did.
Yeah.
Hey, if you look up hashtag Cincinnati Comic Expo, you'll see us at some point on Instagram because we got a picture. We tagged it.
We would be there.
All right, classic Joker cover.
I'm hoping for a 9.6 on this one. I like this cover.
I love it too, and I have 6 copies of this bad boy.
6.
Holy cow.
6.
Well,
4 of them are about going to be the same condition as this because I really couldn't differentiate between the others.
at
so.
any point, will those go up for potential?
But would you have them graded though?
Yes, because this is a classic cover. People love, people collect. Also, Joker movies coming out, so maybe there'll be some more buzz around this. But either way, no big deal. So thanks, Frye, for trying. All right, let's have a look. Ooh, an 8.5.
8.5. Lower than expected.
Wow.
Gosh.
Little disappointed
What I
in
expected
this,
of it,
but you
so
know
bad.
what?
Yeah.
I'll take it. 8.5. That's still good.
Well, that
So-
can go to my PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, your PC.
Yeah, we'll take that.
I think anything like 9 or above is about 1,000. So this is probably worth like 700-800. But thank you.
Let the fans know. Are you going to be selling any of your 6?
At some point, yes, I will. I would like to get those graded as well. That'll probably go out in my next batch of graded books. So I have a pretty sizable batch that I sent off recently. That'll probably take a few more months to get here. But so it's a process. I got a lot of stuff I want to get slabbed and sell off. So
Your eBay name? Are you able to share that?
sure. I don't really have an eBay name.
Oh, well.
I
There's
use
no point in sharing it then.
I use KJ123085. So maybe I should look into that. But I mean, all I have for sale right now is Aquaman stuff. So none of this stuff right now.
Let's cover up that next one.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Don't look at it. Nobody look.
I already know this one.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
All right.
That's when you just guess it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it looks like
Let
you're
me guess
spot
what
on.
I think this is.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait. Let's see what book it is. Okay. So this is the
Oh yeah.
first Silver Age appearance of
Two-Face.
Two-Face.
10.0.
So I
Ooh.
find this is interesting. I don't know why this is, but so Bronze Age started in 1970. This is from 1971, but for some reason they call it the first Silver Age appearance of Two-Face. So not sure why that is. If you know, maybe leave a comment down below and let me know.
It's
But
because he flipped that silver dollar.
it could be.
Ooh.
So
This was the signature one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me say that this is my favorite cover of all the Neal Adams copies that you have here.
Okay.
This is my favorite.
it's a nice cover. It's got a lot
And this
going on.
is the Robin backup story.
Mhm.
So
Nice. So yeah, so he signed it down here. He said usually people have him sign it over here, but I couldn't really find any other examples online. So this is the only example I found was over here. So that's what I went with, and it works for me. I don't care. So let's reveal. Ooh, 8.0. All right,
Oh.
that's not bad.
not bad. All right, so nice 8.0 on this this book. All right, last 2 books we have. I think Batman 232 and Batman 227. So let's see which one's up first. We have. Oh, this is 232. This is the first appearance of Ra's al Ghul, Origin of Batman and Robin Retold.
Hmm.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Go 9,
Can we-
9.0.
Ooh, 9.0?
I say 9.4.
Ooh. I'll also go 9.4. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Oh!
Oh, how did you-
9.4
Nice.
with white pages. How did you know? That's
Well, I
awesome.
would say that Neal Adams created the character Ra's al Ghul, which I think is really cool to have his signature here.
This is a great book. I really like the green cover. Super cool.
Yeah.
So
Side comment. Why did he sign it right there?
He signed it right there because one, I don't know. I looked up and that's where most people had it signed, and I was fine with it. So
You can't really do any of the corners either.
Yeah.
you can't really do over the text, and this is his hand right here. So that's really the only good spot. I've seen listen, I love Avengers 1. I'm gonna own a copy of it. But the ones I've seen Stan Lee sign, there's really nowhere for him to sign. So there's like a speech bubble, and he signs right on the
Over
speech
the
bubble.
speech bubble.
And every time I look at it, I'm like, that is not
Terrible.
good looking. I don't like it. So personally, I wouldn't have him sign that book or sign it on the inside. But I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. If you have
Comment.
Always
Comment about that.
controversial
Oh, wow.
on this show.
Yeah.
If
may
you
lose
listen, if
some
you
subscribers.
have an Avengers 1, it's signed by Stan. That's great. It's a great book. I mean, but I just think where he signs it on that book, the only place he can, doesn't look good. So, all right, let's move on. Last book, Detective
Yeah.
Comics. Batman. Batman
Very
227. Listen, guys, focus. His last book, and then you guys can be weird as all you want. You guys can join. You guys can join
Can
Drake.
somebody get Drake a drink?
Yeah.
No more drinks for Drake. Okay. Batman 227.
Yep.
This is a classic.
Yeah.
Kind of a oh gosh.
Thank you,
Seriously.
sir.
This is a homage
Cheers.
to Detective Comics 31, which is just one of the first Batman covers, just a classic looking cover. So if you haven't seen that, look it up. So let's
What
have
year
a
is
look.
this?
This is from 1970 to December 1970.
Oh, wow.
Good year.
Great
Yep.
year.
All right, let's have a look.
8.5.
8.5.
Off-white to white pages. Beautiful book. Wow.
Can we talk about the back of the comic? as
Sure.
well?
What would you like to talk about?
Just what is
Skittlepool?
Skittlepool?
You know what? This is just a great game they used to play back in 1970. Very popular.
Very
So,
popular.
honestly, I have no idea. I've seen some of the ads in these, and I'm just like, what the heck is this? But, what was that? You're going to add something?
So how do you feel? You had some above 8, 9, some
9.4
below
is
9.
good, yeah.
You thought everything was going to be above 9.
Yeah, what do you think?
I mean-
What's the feelings?
I mean, obviously, as a collector, I want everything to be perfect, 9/8. But you know what?
So
There's
does
just-
my wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's be realistic.
Yeah, that's right.
More
Exactly.
like 3.5.
Exactly. So, but you know what? These are still really high grade. I'm still really happy with them, and I have other multiple copies of these books that I can send off. So maybe they'll come back higher. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll be the same. But regardless, these are great books in high grade, signed by Neal Adams, and I'm very excited to have them in the PC.
I'm happy for you.
Well, guys, please subscribe to Captain Kirk Productions and leave a comment. What is the coolest comment you've ever ruined with Coke? Go ahead and submit that in your comment section. That'd be great.
Coca-Cola.
All right. Real
Coca-Cola.
question is, which is your favorite of these Neal Adams covers that we unboxed?
Right.
Hopefully, none of you have ruined any comics with Coke.
Coca-Cola.
All right. So, Frye, once again, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having
Another
me.
great show.
It's been real.